Hello folks, coming at you with another great technique. Today we're working on elbow strike. And we have three different main ways that we do elbow strike, and I want to go over them now. So let's start with the first way, which is the way that I usually teach people. And these are, by the way, just all forward-facing elbow strikes. We got some downward elbow strikes, backward elbow strikes, but just those forward-facing elbow strikes, we've got three main ways we can do it. The first way is like more for demonstration. I'm going to make a fist, I'm going to grab my fist, and I'm going to come through with my whole body striking. Now it's really key when you do your elbow strike that you shift forward. Look how my front foot comes forward, my back leg follows, and that shifting motion is going to give me a lot of my power. Because if I just stand here and I twist, I'm not going to have a lot of power. It's really that back leg catching up to the front foot and that hip motion that gives you a lot of that power. All right, and we learned that one because it's just so easy, especially for the kids. Make a fist, grab your fist, twisting through. Before, I used to teach the more applicable one first, but I'll show you what we kept getting into. And that's the one that I recommend once you kind of learn that basic one. Now we want to start thinking about covering, because when we come in and we're back here at a jab distance, we're somewhat safe. When we're at a kicking distance, we're very safe to the face. But once we get in there and we're elbow striking, whoa, everything's happening really fast, and we got to keep our hands up to defend ourselves for sure. And so we don't want to go like this, because if I go like this, it's going to punch me right in the face. All right, I'm just going to get knocked out. Whatever tiny bit of extra power is not going to matter in that situation. But when you're doing demonstration, it looks nice and clean, maybe a little bit extra power. So that's why we do it that way. And one of the things that we were getting into with the kids especially is when they went to raise their rhino or their guard or their cover here, they were like this. And it's really important when you guys do this, whether you're a kid or adult, and both make this mistake, that you keep your elbow in. So if I'm looking straight on with the camera, I don't want to be out like this. That's not going to protect anything. I want it so that a whole half of my body is covered, and I can cover the rest by just turning my body a little bit to shelter behind. And it's almost the same motion. This hand comes up as this hand is twisting through. So you're raising your cover so you're all turtled up here. There's not really any vector of attack except to your body. It's very hard to get a head hit in as you're making your head strike. So let's say that from here, boom, coming, I'm going to cover, boom, and I'm going to strike at the same time. All right, so I've got myself really well defended. That cover, we'll go over in another video, but it's like gelling your hair, come back, defend your face, twist with your body. Remember the hip, shifting forward. Now, with any of these short appendage attacks, like our elbow strikes and our knees, one of the most important things is going to be grabbing hold of your partner. You know, when we're doing our knees, holding on to the person to bring them in for the knees, which gives us so much power. If I just do like a flying knee, there's some power, but not as much as if I can hold on to them and pull them in. It's like getting stuck between a rock and a hard place, right? So same thing is true with our elbow strikes. If I'm here with Jesse and I come in with some punches and I grab the back of his head and boom, boom, he can't go anywhere, you know? It's gonna make that technique way more powerful. Unlike this one, where we don't really gain that much more power, we become more vulnerable when we're here. I think as you get him up on the runs, you do a couple of hits, and that boom, that vulnerability you get from holding on to him and not protecting your face is useful for really sealing the deal with a super powerful elbow strike. We call that an elbow smash, and it comes into a lot of our forms like this. Great technique to work on. So those are three forward-facing elbow strikes that you can work on at home. Let's get to work.